All right. Hello, world. Hello. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi. So, yes, I am super excited to introduce to everyone our April featured business entrepreneur, Tana Potaki. And welcome.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me here.
Yes. So, Tanya is the inventor and she is the founder of Modern Comfort Products LLC, which means that she invented a modern comfort, which is the BlenderX. And yes, as you see, she's on the go. So there are some things that she's going to be sharing with us about how, as a busy mom, as a busy wife and businesswoman, she's able to get, everything together and for her family. And yes, so if you would like to share a little bit about yourself as a woman, but also about your business, that would be great.
Sure. Thank you again for having me here.
You're
So
welcome.
let me just tell you a little bit myself. I am a mom. I have two daughters. I'm very happy and fortunate to marry an amazing husband. Um, and I'm the creator of BlenderX. So I want to tell you a little bit how all this thing happened. So I always wanted to know, I always wanted a business and I always wanted to have a product, what product I want to sell. And it is really very intimidated and confusing at the same time because there's so many products that you just find yourself, most of us said, okay, I want to invent this. And you have the idea, but you never go from having the idea to actually have a physical product, right? So for me, was like, okay, what do I sell? What product is going to be? And I do have a very nice family friend that he went through the process. So I always will go to him for advice and advice. And then finally, what I realized is that um, when you don't have to invent the product per se, you can find a product that needs a lot of improvements and you put the improvements in that product and then create a better product.
Yeah.
So you don't want to reinvent the wheel. So, and that's exactly what I did. But then even then I did not know what product I'm going to sell, what it is. I did not know. But then as a mom, I'm constantly on the go. I'm, like I said, I have two girls, so I drive them to soccer practice, to tournaments, to showcases. And I was always on my car, even though I have here my car again. So I'm always on my car. And, for lunches, either we, stop in Wawa or we go to Chick-fil-A, we go to Taco Bell. And I'm like, I have to stop giving that type of food to my family,
Right.
and especially to my daughters. I wanted to have something that, I can make a smoothie in the car and go. So I know for sure that they have their fruits and vegetables instead of just chicken fingers or fries.
Oh gosh.
So now that's what I did. So I went into Amazon and I started researching for a portable blender. So I found this UBS blenders that they sell. So I purchased one of them, and believe me, it was, the picture in Amazon looked amazing, but when I actually got the blender, it looked like a toy. It did not, it was very frustrating because then multiple purchases and I couldn't find one. So I was very frustrated, and yeah, I was like, I cannot find the blender that it will work for me as a mom. I need something strong. And you know how all women's are, right? If you don't find what you have, if you don't find what you're actually looking for, you're just gonna roll your sleeves and you're gonna build it yourself. So
Yes.
that's exactly what I did. And that's how BlenderX was born. It's
Yes.
very powerful. It's staying still. It's a battery operated blender. You have to charge it for 3 hours, but it will last you for like 30 blends on the go.
Oh,
So
before you have to
that's,
recharge.
you have to recharge. Yeah, you recharge it. You have to charge it for 3 hours. and then you just forget. Then you just take your blender, whatever you got.
So that could be like a whole month, 30 blends. It would depend on how
Yeah,
often you're making
yes,
smoothies, but
yes.
like when it's
Sometimes I
charged,
forget.
it's charged. It's
Yeah,
ready to
sometimes
go.
I really forget, that I have to charge it again.
Oops.
So yeah, so that's how, BlenderX was born, for the frustration of seeing a lot of low quality products out there. So that's where our mission is very personal. We
Yeah.
want to provide products that has high quality, that are durable, and they're fairly priced.
Yeah.
So that's why we always looking for things that, is not going to be, we want a product that what is advertised, that's exactly what you're going to get.
Hmm.
Because for me as a mom, I want all my clients that the satisfaction of getting my product, that's for me, that's the priority.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to say to everyone, is like, don't buy, products that they look great in the picture, but when you get it, it's not like that.
Yeah.
So just let me tell you a little bit. So now, once I knew that, okay, I want a blender,
Uh-huh.
so I start doing my drawings. So I'm gonna show you. This is one of my drawings here. I don't know if you see it.
Oh,
So
yeah, so
this
you
is one.
draw too.
I
You're an
had to
artist.
draw. So this is a simple drawings that I have it right. So now it's
Oh.
like, how did you get it from a drawing
Uh-huh.
to an actual physical product, right? How
Yeah.
do you go from this
Yeah.
piece of paper to this? So
Yeah.
now again, like I mentioned before, I have a very good family friend that he guide me. So there is for those people that want to, that they are at this stage where they want their product, you have it in a piece of paper, you have it, if you have it in your mind, write it, draw it. But then how do you go from this piece of paper to get to the manufacturers that they're actually willing to work with you,
Yeah.
right? So now there is this website called Panjiva. In Panjiva,
How
you
do we
can
spell
search
that?
any product. Excuse me?
How do we spell that just for the audience, please?
It's Panjiva. It's Panvija, I think. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So in Panjiva, they give you the list of all the manufacturers that sell to particular companies in the United States. So, for
Mm-hmm.
example, I wanted a blender. So
Mm-hmm.
now I have, my industry will be blenders, right? So I went into Panjiva and I put NutriBullet, Ninja, who creates
Oh.
the products, who actually makes the products to NutriBullet, who does the products to Ninja, and then they give you the list of all the manufacturers in China. So I had to go research for every single the companies in China, all those manufacturers, and submit an email, submit a letter,
Hmm.
saying who I was, and ask them if they're willing to work with me. Obviously, I'm no one, right? I'm no one compared to Panjiva, or I mean, not compared to Panjiva. I'm sorry, compared to NutriBullet, or compared to Ninja. So I sent at least, I don't know, maybe 200 emails to all the manufacturers,
Oh, wow.
and out of the 200, three replied to me, and they said, hey, we like we like your idea, we like your product, we're willing to work with you. So
Mm.
at that time, I was super excited. And I remember I ran to my husband. I said, oh my God, this is people that want to work with me. And then, so he's like, oh, okay. So we have to have a Zoom call. And I remember being so nervous in the Zoom call, because
Mhm.
I have my office on my porch, and I was like, I need to look professional. I need to look like this is established, business, not only I start a business. And I remember, the cold well, great, well, so good. And with the questions, just so for all those people that are starting, and then you are going to put yourself in front of the manufacturers, if you do not if you do not know the answer for any question they're asking, just I just tell them, like I said, okay, that's a great question. However, I need to run it by the partners. And
So brilliant.
any question that they ask me, I said, okay, that's great. I need to run it by the partners. And I always say that. And until this day. And then I remember finishing the call, my daughter was like, Mommy, who are the partners? And I was like, that's you, me, daddy, like everybody's a partner. And then, because we were at the beginning of the stage of the business, and we were just so like, we're just very young on the process.
Yeah.
So then, moving forward, they work with me. You have to spend a lot of tooling, right? You have to take that into consideration. I think I pick a very expensive product because there is a tooling involved in this, right? There is a tooling for the cup. There's a tooling for the blade. There's a tooling for everything. So you have to consider that too. You have to apply money to tooling. After the tooling, you have to apply money for, okay, the box, what is going to come. Like this blender has come in this, heavy duty, waterproof bag.
Yeah.
And now how you put all this together. Now you box where you're gonna do our box, right? Where you are going to be putting the blender, the R that goes into the box. I use what is this company that I use? Oh my god.
The trademark?
Yeah. Then you have to do the trademark. Then I have to do patent. Then you have to do the trademark for the name. You have to come up with your
You have
name.
multiple trademarks, right?
I yes, I'm trademark for everything and patent.
Yeah.
Nobody can use BlenderX. I did have a couple of people using it already, and you just have to like go to legal, but they usually they take care of it. If you actually are the only person that they can use BlenderX, no one else can take it.
Right.
So you have to do that too. And then at the beginning of the process, I was like, okay, no one really is gonna, see my product. But now we were so lucky that we sell in Amazon, and this past December we got sold out in Amazon. And the other thing is like we couldn't really get, inventory right on time. And we're so lucky that we get actually today we are going to be selling in Amazon again. So because of all the great reviews that we had in BlenderX, this BlenderX is 20 ounces. So people wanted to have a small version. So we went and launched a BlenderX Solo, which is a 15 ounce cup. And the beauty of this is that, for example, for my girls, I really, put the veggies here, and then we just blend it. Right? It's really easy. You just blend it, and then this cup is done. Then you get another cup, and then use the same thing. So you can use multiple cups.
Oh, does it come in multiple cups?
It doesn't. It just come in one.
Yeah.
But we have this cup, so you can buy it on Amazon as well.
I was just like thinking of other upsells for you, as like you could get the on the go like smoothie cups or like the reusable straw, but like with your brand's logo, or I don't know, I'm seeing like other streams. There's so many things you could do with this. Yeah.
Yes. And actually, it's very strong. I actually have here some fruits and ice if you want me to demonstrate it.
Yeah. Show us.
Sure.
You are ready to go. And I love it because I'm picturing like a family or a couple even. It doesn't necessarily have to be family. It could be just like a couple or even a one person by themselves, right? Out camping or like they go out on a hike for the day.
Right.
Like a little power boost or something, but it's so hard.
I know.
To get food sometimes, especially nutrition.
Right.
When you're on the go.
Exactly. So I'm gonna put ice, and the ice that I'm putting here, they're like not that small, so you can see how powerful this blender is. And also I'm gonna put a little bit of the strawberries. They're frozen. They're frozen strawberries.
Yum yum yum. Love a good strawberry.
Blueberries. And this cup actually sometimes you can serve like two smoothies.
Yeah, it looks like you could
It comes up for
definitely
two.
get 2 serving of.
And I'm putting almond milk here.
Ooh,
And I'm going to put a little bit of chocolate protein powder,
okay.
and we're gonna blend it. You just pulse it. Oh,
Look at it go. I want a smoothie again. Did you just lose papers?
okay. It's 30 seconds pulse.
Okay.
So now, oh my goodness. Yeah, I think this was very thick. You can see it.
Oh, wow.
It's
Ooh,
very thick.
delicious.
So yeah, it's okay. I think I have a spoon here. 1 second. Um, I just want to show you that.
Yes.
You see,
Oh, God.
everything, everything was blend.
Looks so good.
Yeah, it depends on what you want. If you want it like this thick, or you can just add more milk to it.
Mhm.
But it's so thick. I think what I did it was a smoothie bowl.
Oh, so I mean, well, there's different options. Yeah, you
Yeah,
could, if you were at
yeah,
home and had your whole kitchen at your disposal, you could add in some granolas or oats and
yeah. So you
bake.
see, it blends everything.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I love
Yeah,
it. There is
yeah.
nothing like a mother who has decided she's had enough and she's going to do something to better her family to get the job done. Yes.
Yes. So we're selling in Amazon, primaries in Amazon, but we also have our website. Is www.moderncomfort.com, where you can find our products. And yeah, stick with us because we just want to keep building more products that they are going to be crafted with care and with integrity, because what we want is, our customer satisfaction is our priority.
Yes. I mean, because we all want to grow our wealth, right? We all want to
Yes.
generate income for our families, but we want to have our customers come back and we want that word of mouth to like continue. This is not like I just want to make some extra cash for a month. So what you did, it's interesting. You said something at the beginning of our conversation where you have a family friend who has done manufacturing. And I think that is so powerful because I always say, and a lot of people say that our network is our net worth. And so who we
Right.
surround ourselves with and who we have not everyone has access to a friend who's done manufacturing, right? I
Oh
don't
my God. Yeah.
particularly
I
until
think,
I met you um,
yeah,
recently. But like
yeah,
it's so important to like really be always out there and not using people, but like really expanding ourselves and who we are around can make us.
yes. He's actually a very good family friend. I used to work with him, and he introduced me to my husband.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, he's amazing. He's amazing. He's done many companies. His first company was Payfusion, and he got sold out in Amazon. He is a very great person, but very great person to be around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he helped me a lot through all this process.
Yes, yes. That is a good friend. He helped you develop a product and he's a matchmaker.
Yes.
That's a good friend. So I'm
Yeah.
curious a little bit. So you were saying you had to make everything had to be tooled. So there were like molds and everything that were made. So
Mhm.
was that like a multiple step process as well? Like, did you make a mold, find that things like maybe the mold for the blade wasn't quite right, like the blade wasn't sharp enough, and then have to go back through the process again?
Yeah, so before actually goes into tooling, the manufacturer will send you, for example, they will send you the cup, right? The cup, and you just have to make sure that the cup, ties back to the vase, and until you have it 100% right,
Yeah.
then it goes to tooling.
Oh,
Yeah, you
okay.
have to make sure that everything, every piece, even here, every ring that you want to have around is exactly right the way you want it. And you go to multiple series of back and forth until you get it right.
Get it
And
perfect.
even after the tooling is done, then they will send you another sample for you to revise it, and maybe they adjust a little bit, but you just want to make sure that your tooling is right, because that's going to be the mold for every other production that you're going to have.
I'm curious, how long did this take you? So from the day that you drew out your design and you had your idea to the day that it was officially first off the production line, like the first one was official, like the tooling,
Um,
everything was done. How long did that?
uh, it, yeah, I know. It probably took me a year.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, a year. And just don't discourage yourself, because multiple times I was, okay, this is not gonna happen, this is not gonna happen. But you just have to be patient with yourself, and believe me, if you want it, you're just gonna go. Don't stop. Don't
Yeah.
stop. And you everything is not, like perfect. And if you just, like I said, if you want it, just keep doing it, keep going, keep going. And it took me a year. It took me a year. And yeah, now, after a year, then you start selling the product. And now, I just find out that I was compared to Vitamix.
Oh, I did see that. I saw
Yeah,
it was like
I was
a
compared
post
to
or
Vitamix,
something.
and
Yeah.
I'm like, wow, so we just have to keep going. You just have to keep going. So don't be discouraged by the process. Don't be discouraged by how long it's going to take you. Learn through the process, and I'm willing to help everyone. Any questions, I'm willing to help, and hopefully by the process that I went through, I
Mhm.
can share with you guys and make your process easier,
Yeah.
like my friend did to me.
Yeah. Like pay it forward, so to speak.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's always good. I'm so excited that this is going to get shared out to more people, because sometimes people do think, like you're saying, oh my gosh, it's not going to happen, and they give up. But like grit and tenacity, and I know it's like talked about, is, really key to making the difference between being successful and not being successful. But um sometimes people are like, oh, a year is too long. They just feel like, yeah, there's a lot of faith that you have to have in yourself and everything. Yeah.
Right, yes, because we everybody has their jobs, right? And one thing, I did this during, having my 9 to 5 job,
Mm.
having, being a mom, and do all the work that you have to do around the house. So you just have to be dedicated. And like I said, if you really deep inside you want it, you're gonna get it. So
So
it's just how much work you're willing to put in it.
So yes, you just said something, and I wanted to ask you, because I like to ask all of the entrepreneurs that I chat with this question. But you did just say that you had to do all of this, including like finding the manufacturer, sending out 200 emails, and then only hearing back from 3. That's just like a
Yeah.
lot. Even if it's like a form email, you still have to personalize it a little bit, and to just, send out, that's a lot of time in and of itself, right? So
Yes, yes, it is.
how do you build into your lifestyle or include in your lifestyle any time for yourself, your self-care, your rest, because kids are always going to be needing something, even when they're the best of children. And, you know, your husband has needs as well, even though he sounds like he's an amazing supportive partner,
yeah.
he still needs things. So, and then your job. So how do you get time for you?
Well, as crazy as it sounds, I like to do this. I always wanted to have my business, and I this like to me doing the research, doing the testing, doing finding the product. That was fun for me. I wanted to do it. I had so much. I didn't find it like it was work. So
Ah,
I wanted to do my videos. If you see my Instagram, like BlenderX by Modern Comfort, everything is me, and I like it. Some of them are like funny, but I I found joy in doing this. So that was my time. That was me. I wanted to. That's the way how I enjoy it. I really do like,
yeah.
and doing my product, and also now I'm designing another one that is going
Oh,
to be a fan, it's a fan, so I like to do that. So
yeah.
that's me having fun.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that is important. And at the beginning of our conversation, you did say you had always wanted to do something and have your own business. So yeah, it's important that, and sometimes yeah, even though there's like a lot of steps or there's a lot of work, if it's fun, it like aligns with a goal or a dream we've always had, it doesn't feel like work. Yeah. When
Right,
yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah.
So what does the next level of success look like for you? You might have just mentioned it when you said there's a fan you're working on, but
Yes, yes, I'm working on a fan. Actually, yeah, is was designed by me too, and is selling in Amazon. Is selling in Amazon. Is a portable fan. It's called RX. So we wanted to have the same tone as BlenderX, RX, and the brand. So yeah, that's what we actually we launched. That's our product. And we also having other products like a cooling blanket that in the summer you just it's a cooling blanket. Then we do have other like few small products that we are working on. And I guess for BlenderX, my next what I see myself in the future is hopefully selling on big places like Costco, like Target, and that's what I really want.
yeah, and you'll get it.
Yeah.
I mean, you've come this far. Why would you not continue, right? Why would it? Why would I always say like God didn't bring me this far to just abandon me? So like why why wouldn't it go to Costco? Why wouldn't it be on the
Right,
shelf in Target? Yeah.
right, right, right. It's
Yeah.
just I found myself like being at as a small business. It's a little difficult, but it's not impossible. It's always difficult, but we just have to keep going.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when you don't know the answer, you have to run it by your committee, you have to run it by your business partners, you have to run it by your board.
Yes.
Even if that board is me, myself, and I, you got to go take some time. They don't need to know who was on that board.
Exactly. Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah. I
yeah.
think so. At the beginning of like the whole Black Business Connector is like, oh, yeah, small business. But I don't know really how I feel about that because most small business owners, we have like big goals or big ideas. And so maybe we're not really small. Sometimes we think of ourselves as small because, you know, it might just be us
Right,
as a solopreneur or, you know, just our families. But, you know, Walmart started out as a family business and look at it, right?
right, right, right,
Yeah, we're really like, it's important we think big, you know, bigger than and I love how you have different products, right? Like the fan, right? This is like a great combination. Summer's coming up.
Yeah,
You might be on a
yeah,
hike with your family. You might need a
yeah,
little boost for energy, and you might need to cool down a little bit. You are a
yeah.
one-stop
I
shop.
actually, I actually have it here. If you don't mind, I can go really
I know,
quick
I
to my
don't mind.
car.
Go
Okay.
on. Yeah, I'm curious. She is amazing. This is so exciting. So yes, quick recap while we're waiting for her to come back. Surround yourself
Okay.
with great people who can inspire
This,
you and think big. Okay. Oh, here's
yeah,
the fan.
yeah. This is the fan. It's like the hand is ergonomic and it's very soft.
Yeah.
And yeah, it has like a little container a stand that you can stand it and a clip. So
Oh,
this is called RX. It's already selling in Amazon as well.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, because even though right now in the Northeast it's still cool up here, people in Georgia and Florida, Texas, it's like warming up. They've already had spring. So I can see how
Yeah,
this would be a hit already.
yeah, and then it's very powerful. It has five different settings. And I usually put it on my car or my room at night, and it cools everything up.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's called RX.
I love it. Thank you for sharing. Yes. How long did it take for that? Was that a faster development? Like once you
Uh,
had learned the steps for the blender, was this a little bit quicker to roll
it
out?
was. Yeah, it was. Because it has like, it doesn't have like so many more like so many things that the base of a blender has. So
Uh,
it was a lot easier.
yeah. And I think this was when you were getting the fan, I was just like talking. So there wasn't just, empty space, but I was like summarizing some things from our conversation. And I feel like, again, fans have been done before, but this one is better. I don't know. You can tell me
Yeah,
why it's better. Tell us
exactly.
why it's
So
better.
this is one.
You're
Yeah,
improving
this is
on
one.
thing.
Right. So this is one of the things that I saw in Amazon and was very toy looking. And I wanted something a little more sophisticated, a little more like nice looking when you actually take it outside. So
Yeah.
it's ergonomic handle. You can see it's ergonomic.
Yep.
It's rubber, so it feels very soft in your hand, and you have this thing so you can look at your finger there, rest it, and here is all like chrome,
Mhm.
so it looks nice. It doesn't look like a toy.
Yeah, it's classy. Like if you were going to go to a polo match or something where you're all dressed up, you're gonna have like your classy little fan accessory with you instead of, yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah, it can,
yeah.
yeah, I like it.
And yeah, and it has this button. It has, you have to turn it on. You have to press it for 3 seconds, because
Mhm.
the ones that they have in Amazon, you just press it one and it turns on. But when you put it in your purse, that button can touch anything, and the battery keeps going on and then, and when you take it,
Uh,
is gone. So
yeah,
that's one of the features that we put in. So what can we improve? And that's one of the ones that we improved.
yeah, I like that. I did, well, something similar. One time I accidentally sent all of my friends an emergency signal for my phone because it got bumped around in my bag. And I mean, it's good. My friends care about me, but they were like, "What's going on? What's going on? Are you okay?" Sorry. Yeah, when things
Right,
get
right.
bumping around in that bag, it can get ugly. But
Yes, yes.
yeah, so this is really a great business insight and in entrepreneurship is people are already familiar with a fan from going to concerts and like the park and different things, right? People are already familiar with a blender. So it's not like you have to sell people on a new idea. You're literally just saying, hey, that thing you're already familiar with, that thing that you already know, but it's kind of annoying.
Yeah,
Hey, I
yes,
have
that's what I
something
was. Yeah,
better. Yeah.
right, right. So don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just find a product where you can improve and take it to the next level.
Yeah, that's so wise. So what, in your opinion, is the secret sauce that you feel most entrepreneurs miss?
Um, it's pretty much not being maybe not doing enough research,
Oh.
not being well informed.
Hmm.
A lot of us, they just, for you have the idea of being, okay, you want do this product, but then you don't do enough research. And a lot of us get like, discouraged from that.
Yeah.
I think if you really want something, you just have to do your homework because nothing is easy, right? In this life, nothing is easy. And if you have the mentality that, okay, I want this easy right away, it's not going to work.
Yeah.
You have to do your homework if you want something to last forever.
Yeah.
Nothing is, and that's what I learned. And my life is nothing. If you want something to last, you have to do your homework and don't cut corners. Don't cut corners. Just and a lot of us sometimes we want to skip steps to get there. And most of those business fail. So that's what you don't want to do.
Yeah, there is a very high failure rate. Even with your research, there could be a high failure rate, right? But
Right.
um then what made you want to keep going? Like even when things were not looking good? Like over the year-long process of the blender, like what kept you going? What kept you holding on?
Well, one of the things that, when the sales are not there, I just think that this is an awesome product, and get reviews or get emails saying, "Oh my God, thank you so much. You Blender helped me so much," because either one person said they had cancer and they couldn't really swallow things. So they said, I use your blender, and now I'm able to blend everything and I can eat everything, just blend fruits, blend. And they wanted to go outside and they wanted to, keep going hiking, and they were able to do so. All those emails, all those comments, so all those reviews that I get, that's really, I feel like I'm helping people. I'm not only, kids that they, like my daughters, that they are athletes, but also help moms that they want to stay on shape, and I help people that they're sick. So when I hear that, I'm like, you know what, this is an awesome product. I want to keep going
Yeah. Yeah. Belief in
because I
like,
do help people.
yeah. Belief in what you're doing and your product definitely helps. If we don't believe in our own products, then why are we doing it?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And so, okay. So before we wrap things up, I know you said it before, but let's just, you know, get it real clear for everyone. How can people find you and connect
Sure.
with you either for, business, because maybe they're going through the process, or to, of course, purchase a blender or a fan or a cooling blanket.
Sure. You can email me to Tana, is TANA,
Mhm.
at modern-comfort.com. That's my email. You can find me on Instagram by BlenderX, just like BlenderX, like Blender and X by Modern Comfort. I'm in Instagram and in TikTok, just BlenderX, and you can DM me there as well.
Hey, cool. Yes, TikTok. And then your website. So wait, hold on, one thing at a time. Um, Amazon. If I just go to Amazon and I type in Blender X or Air X,
BlenderX,
it's
yeah,
gonna pop up.
yes, it's BlenderX. Yes, it will come on BlenderX. And you can just put cordless by Modern Comfort. It will come up. If you just put BlenderX with the X at the end, it will come up. Yeah, Amazon.
Love it. Okay, and then website. What's your
Is
website?
that Yes, sure. It's www.modern-comfort.com.
just like the email address,
Yes.
but a little bit different without your name. Cool. This was so much fun. I'm so glad we met. We met and we've chatted a couple times, and it's always a pleasure. So yes,
Oh,
I
thank you so much for having me too.
yes, I had a lot of fun. And is there any last ideas or thoughts or inspiration or anything you'd like to share before we wrap?
Yeah, sure. If you are in the process on creating a product, just be patient with yourself, be patient with the process, and just don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going.
Don't stop. Go, keep going.
Keep
Take
going.
a day off if you need, take a day of rest, right? Sometimes I do feel like sometimes I get tired, and like, one of my businesses is a photographer. And there have been times where I've set my camera down and not touched it for like a month. And when I come
Oh,
back,
wow.
yeah, when I come back, I'm like, my next shoot is like the best shoot of my life. Like sometimes we just need, as creatives, like we just need to like step away because we like get so into our brains and so into putting pressure on ourselves to get things right or to do things in a certain way. And when we step away, we kind of like relax, we recharge,
Right, right,
and then we
right.
come back and like the next product or the next service or whatever it is like the best because we're like refreshed and our brain's thinking again, you know, and we've done something else. So yeah, take a break if you need to, right? But don't
Yeah,
quit,
I
don't stop.
think that's what I have to do.
Yeah. All right. This is so much fun. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. And please check my Instagram and my TikTok. DM me, follow me. I will follow you back. I'm gonna come up with more recipes. And especially for moms that they don't cook because I don't cook. I don't like to cook. So I really do. I do not like to cook. I'm not interested in learning how to cook. So I'm gonna come up with more recipes for easy smoothies on the go.
Yes, Modern Comfort, how to get things done without and enjoy doing them. Simple as
Yes.
that. I love it.